The courtroom is partially filled as the trial of 5 terrorism suspects resumed before Justice Emeka Nwite of the Federal High Court in Abuja. With the court set to protect the identity of witnesses, proceedings begin as counsels announce appearances. At the mention of the case, the prosecutor, Mr. Alex Zion, informs the court that the case was scheduled for continuation of proceedings in the trial within trial being conducted in the case. However, it notes that the first defendant, Mohammed Usman, and his lawyer were absent, just as the lawyers to 2 other defendants were also not in court. The prosecutor adds that Usman's lawyer, who claimed to be away in Enugu, had promised to send a representative but failed to do so. Mr. Zion expressed concern that the absence of the first defendant and the defense lawyers was unpleasant to the court's resolve to accelerate the hearing in the 13-year trial. He said the absence of the defense lawyers without communicating with the court was disrespectful. Mohammed Usman, who has been prosecuted on terrorism-related charges alongside other suspected members of his group, including Mohammed Bashir Saleh, Umar Mohammed Bello, also known as Dati, Mohammed Salisu, and Yakubu Nuhu, also known as Bello Meishai. They are among others accused of being members of a terrorist group known as Ansaru. The defendants are also alleged to have conspired amongst themselves to carry out acts of terrorism between 2011 and 2013 in Sokoto, Kebbi, Bauchi, Borno, Gombe, and other states in the northern part of the country. Lawyer to Bello and Nuhu, the third and fourth defendants, Mr. Abdulkarim Audu, agreed to the prosecutor that the proceedings be rescheduled in view of the absence of the first defendant and the defense lawyers. However, both lawyers urged the court to grant a short adjournment to enable parties to make progress in the case within the ongoing vacation of the court.
Let me say that the matter is about 13 years now. But with the coming in of the new regime at the DSS area now, there is a very proactive move to ensure that these matters are disposed of one way or the other. And you can see that we are sitting on vacation now. This is the second time the court is sitting on vacation. Easter vacation we were here. This vacation we are here. The reason being that one way or the other, these terrorist matters must be determined. And if they are convicted, it becomes a deterrent to others that, look, you cannot just sit down and then matters drag up and no end product.
Ruling on the matter, Justice Nwite expressed displeasure over the absence of the first defendant and some of the defense lawyers, as he directed lawyers to the parties to work together to address what informed the absence of the first defendant and other defense lawyers to prevent further delays in the case.